Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Whispers Tarot. I hope you've had an amazing week. I'm back again with another pick a card reading. This one is, will we end up together? Will you end up with the person that you have in mind? So thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you do subscribe, then please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And also you'll get notifications when I post videos to my other channel, which is Twin Flame Psychic 1111. And thank you to everyone who's liked my videos and shared them and written lovely and supportive comments. I do read them all. I'm sorry I don't get much opportunity to respond, but I do read what everyone says. So thank you so much. So these are general messages. Take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Please don't try and make these messages fit into your individual situation if they're not resonating. You need to trust your own intuition overall. Okay, so there's 4 sets of cards, and set of cards number 1 is the pink stone. It's like got metallic kind of rainbow colors on it. Set of cards number 2 is the blue stone. Set of cards number 3 is the clear quartz crystal. And set of cards number 4 is the cerise pink cluster crystal. So I'll give you a few moments to tune into the energies of the cards to see which set of cards resonates with you the most. Okay, so this is set of cards number 1, which is the pink stone with the rainbow colours on. Kind of looks a bit metallic. This is the pre-Raphaelite tarot. I always struggle saying it. So will you be together with this person that you have in mind? Will you end up together in a relationship? So we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the Moon, the Ten of Swords, Death in reverse, and the Fool. So to clarify, we have the 3 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the World, the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. So I'm also going to be clarifying with some of the divination dice as well. Okay, so we start off with the Queen of Cups in reverse, clarified by the 3 of Swords. So a lot of you have felt really hurt by this person. You may just have felt an overall sense of rejection if this person hasn't been open to being with you. You may have been feeling that it's unrequited love. There's a lot of intense energies in this card reading. It could be that something happened. Maybe some of you, this is an ex-partner that you're thinking about. You may have been together. You may have been someone who was very expressive of your emotions. You wore your heart on your sleeve. You were always there for them. You were giving lots to them. You were putting a lot of time and attention into the relationship. But you ended up feeling heartbroken by this person. A lot of heartbreak. For some of you, this could be that there's even a third-party situation. You may not be with this person, but they may be with someone else, or they may be interested in someone else. It may be some kind of love triangle. And it's really been making you feel a lot of emotional pain. There could be a lot of pain to do with taking this personally. You need to be careful. You need to ask yourself, do you truly want to be with this person because you think they're such a lovely person and you're really in love with them? Or is it deep down on a subconscious level, are you wanting to be with this person because they subconsciously are a reflection of emotionally unavailable parents that did you experience a lot of emotional unavailability, or is this person that you're interested some kind of reflection of your childhood wounding? Is it your inner child like crying out for this person to love and validate you, accept you, approve of you in all the ways that you didn't feel like you were approved of or loved from your parents or in your childhood? What I'm asking is do you really want to be with this person because you really love them, or is it more about trying to heal that wound deep down? And I feel like this is possibly for a lot of you where there's intense feelings of heartbreak's going on, because this person, I feel, is unavailable to you, because we have the devil here as well. It's in the reverse position, which is more positive, but the devil's all about codependency, or it can be like toxic relationships or connections based on a lot of these wounds and fears and all that heartbreak, and like really intense kind of energy where you feel like this. You feel a sense of betrayal or stabbed in the back, or you feel basically a lot of abandonment and rejection is what I'm feeling. So again, with the devil in reverse, it's like you need to ask yourself, why are you holding on to this person? But there is the lovers in reverse as well. So for some of you, I feel it's like a karmic connection. And by that, I mean your souls have this contract where you were destined to meet. And it's like your souls love each other. Because you agreed to meet in this lifetime to learn a lot of lessons from each other. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to end up together in a romantic relationship. I feel most likely for most of you watching this is a connection where you're going to experience a lot of heartbreak and feeling abandoned and feeling like it's unrequited love and feeling a lot of unfairness and injustice. And I feel deep down their soul loves you because they agreed to put you through this so that you could come out the other side of this a lot stronger, having learnt these lessons, having hopefully realised that your self-worth can only be determined by you. And some of you may even, in hindsight, look back at this connection or this relationship and wonder to yourself, why the hell did I base my sense of worthiness on how this person was treating me, or on what this person was doing or wasn't doing? So I feel for a lot of you, this is like a lesson in how to love yourself. Because I feel like a lot of you may have been really overgiving with this Queen of Cups, like giving your heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Some of you may ended up feeling a bit humiliated if this person stabbed you in the back. If there's a third party situation, maybe this person could be stringing you along and they're not fully committing to you. This can also mean if they are in a third-party situation, they're stuck in an unhappy marriage or an unhappy relationship with someone else, but I still feel they're not fully committing to you. But this devil in reverse, it's good. It's saying that you're realising the things that are keeping you stuck, holding on to this person, and how that's keeping you stuck in your heartbreak, basically. Because a part of this soul contract is that this person isn't meant to give you that love, because you're meant to learn to give yourself that love within first. Because if this person was to give you that love on the outside, then you still wouldn't have learnt this lesson of self-love. So you still wouldn't have fully been able to raise your vibration with that self-love. Sorry, I was interrupted. But yeah, this person, it's part of the soul contract for them to not give you that love on the outside, so you learn to create it within. And then that can raise your vibration. And then, because we're all mirrors of each other. Relationships are mirrors of ourselves. So when you're truly happy within and know your worth and have that self-respect and follow what's for your highest good, what feels right for you, what feels really self-loving, then you're of that higher vibration of the self-love, and then you can reflect, you can manifest the reflection of yourself in terms of someone who's going to be in a better place within themselves, rather than this person who I feel is in a lot of emotional wounding themselves. So basically, when you've raised your vibration, you can attract someone who's a match to that vibration, who's going to be emotionally, physically available for you and available for a true commitment. So yeah, devil in reverse, you're releasing yourself from this attachment or this karmic tie, and it's through learning the lesson. If you're still taking this extremely personally, feeling like it's a personal rejection, rather than realizing it's a gift, it's like a blessing in disguise. If you're not understanding that and it all feels really, really personal still, then you're going to still be attached to that. But you're coming out of that and you're going to be victorious. 6 of Wands. It's victory. Victory in self-love. Victory after a battle. Coming out of a struggle. Going in a new direction is what I'm feeling. And the way that you're going to be healing this and being able to cut the ties and move forward is with this Moon card. Looking at yourself in the mirror. Looking inwards and really asking yourself that question I just asked. Like, why are you holding on to this? Doing that healing work. Looking into your shadow side. There's a potential here, if you take time to look inwards, then a lot of subconscious things will come into your conscious awareness. Like, if you didn't fully understand why you felt so drawn to this person, it will become obvious to you. And once you do that shadow work and you're really honest with yourself, then there's the world. There's the completion of this. Not only the completion of this relationship, but the completion of this major cycle. You've learnt the lesson from it. This is an opportunity, I feel, for many of you. You know, it's like you're at a crossroads and you have this opportunity right now to put an end to this pattern in your life. If you've had like a pattern of attracting emotionally unavailable people or people who mistreat you, this is an opportunity to really go inwards and change that for the better. Because letting go of this connection is likely going to feel like this Ten of Swords. It's going to feel like it's a betrayal, or you're going to feel completely defeated. You may feel like you've lost faith in the universe. A part of you deep down may feel like it's a punishment from the universe, but it's not. It's not. You know, we all have to go through these troubles, these difficulties, these struggles in order to learn this lesson. And it is to strengthen ourselves in the long run and to prepare us for meeting the right person when we're truly ready and available. Because when we're attracted to someone who's emotionally unavailable, in truth, it's because we're emotionally unavailable as well. Because like on a deep down level, we know this other person's not available, so then we don't have to truly have intimacy, like emotional intimacy and closeness with this person, because this other person doesn't allow that. And so in a way, we remain safe in our comfort zone as well of unavailability. So if you do go through this, if you feel like really defeated, if you feel hopeless, if you feel really like depressed and like you've lost a lot of faith in the universe, and you feel like the universe is just blocking you from finding love and a happy relationship, then I have created a really powerful healing activation in the form of a meditation, and it's called I Believe, I Receive. And it's all about if you feel as though the universe has been blocking you, or if you feel like the universe isn't allowing you to have love, or you feel like you're being punished by the universe, that healing activation really helps you to see how the universe has been trying to help you all along. Often we have these sinking feelings, or there's red flags, and we kind of kid ourselves. We're not honest with ourselves about those red flags, and we feel like, oh, we can get through those red flags, we can make it work out. And that sinking feeling, those red flags, is actually like your spirit guides. It's like the universe communicating to you through a higher intelligence of your intuition, and they're trying to help you get out of your own way, kind of thing. Truly surrender what isn't serving you to allow true love to come in. Because the universe, your spirit guides, your soul family, whatever you want to call it, they know your worth. They know that you are lovable and worthy of love. And so in that healing activation, I really help you to connect with that. I really help you to see and really feel the universe and your soul family's support. And I really help you to surrender and allow yourself to release anything that isn't serving you, including like negative thoughts, or self-blame, or things like that, or self-defeating thoughts, in order to replace them with self-love, positivity. And that really helps you manifest someone who is for your highest good, someone who is emotionally available, someone who will reflect back to you the love that you are. So that is called I Believe, I Receive, and it's only $11.11, and that's US dollars. And that's available on my website, which is twinflamepsychic1111.com. So this is a 10 of swords. You may feel like you hit rock bottom, but 10s are about endings of things that aren't serving you, so you can rise up again. A rebirth, stand up again. This was clarified by the 5 of Cups. So in the traditional tarot, it shows the person is focused on 3 cups that are spilt over, like the contents is lost. They feel a lot of heartbreak, but they don't realize that behind them there's 2 cups that are still standing upright, and that represents the 2 of Cups cards. That represents the potential for a happy relationship. All is not lost. Anything that falls out of your life it falls away because it's not serving you. It's not for your highest good. We don't have to fight and struggle and try and force people to stay in our lives. If they're exiting our lives, it's because they're making way for something better to come in. Even if that sounds like a cliche, it's true, because we have the Death card here. There is an ending, just like with this 10 of Swords, the ending of this unhappy connection. Because I feel, if you're truly honest with yourself, this situation is not making you happy. You may think that you're going to be happy if you're with this other person, but I feel it's more likely holding on to what ifs and holding on to the future and holding on to what that wounded inner child wants on the outside from someone else, like that validation, is what's making you think you could be happy with this person. But in reality, is it really unfolding in that way? Is this person truly there for you? In reverse, this is like a resistance, to transformation. Again, this is another card about needing to release the old, which isn't serving you, in order to allow the new beginning to come in. It's all about cycles. You can keep going in the same cycle, or you can change this now. Don't live for the future. Don't live for idealizations or hopes or dreams about what's going to happen with this person. If deep down you're feeling all this pain, heartbreak, betrayal, rejection from this person, there's the 4 of Pentacles here. So at one point you were holding on to this person very tightly, but it was keeping you stuck. I feel it's keeping you stuck from having other opportunities with other people, experiencing other relationships. It's a 4 as well. You felt really unstable in this connection. You don't know where you stand. I feel like it's definitely time to take back your personal power, because subconsciously you were giving your power away to this person. You were allowing their actions to determine how you feel about yourself and whether you feel good enough or worthy. It's time to take back your personal power and know your own worth. And I'm going to be helping you to do that in the extended reading, which is going to be in Vimeo. So there's the Fool, clarified by the Lovers in reverse. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you're going to take this leap of faith in a new direction, because you're realizing that even though you had this strong connection, this strong attraction, it may have even felt really magnetic, you're realizing it's just not working out. You're realizing the deeper lessons in this, and you're realizing that strong magnetic pull was because your soul was really wanting to learn this lesson. It's part of your soul contract. But many of you're taking a leap of faith in a new direction, a completely new beginning. This is the 0. It's the point after, it's the point between letting go of the old, and then once you've done that, it's like a brand new slate, turning over a new leaf, a brand new beginning. So I am going to look really deeply in the extended Vimeo reading into how you can heal yourself, how you can raise your self-esteem, how you can rise up into the vibration of self-love in order to be really ready to attract someone who is emotionally available and wants a commitment just as much as you do. How to end this cycle or pattern that you may have experienced in your life of always attracting people that didn't love you back and were unavailable. So the link to that Vimeo reading is below this video in the description box. I really hope this reading has resonated with you. I'm sorry if it wasn't what you wanted to hear, but I have to be honest. I feel like I have to help people in terms of releasing them from this devil energy, like cycles, holding on to cycles and having them repeating in life. And I've been through all of this in the past, and so I have a lot of experience with it. So if you have liked this reading, then please like it, tap the thumbs up. Please share it with anyone who you feel it's going to help. And please subscribe to my channel. And if you do, please tap the bell icon, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So I really hope to see you over on Vimeo. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, the reason why I paused was because I realised I'd forgotten to do the divination dice. So I know a lot of people will have already clicked off. I might write a note on the screen. So what clarifying dice is there going to be? Here's the quill and the ink. There's the bull. The shield. The glasses. The well. And the satchel. Okay. So, the ink and the quill. And it's below the 3 of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So some of you may have had this communication in writing whether it's letters, but most likely through messages on social media or emails. There may have been a lot of interaction. This may be why there was some unavailability going on, like perhaps there was some physical distance for some of you, and you know, like long distance relationship where you were writing to each other. Perhaps this other person broke it off, or you had to break it off through writing or something like that. Maybe you felt disrespected. But I feel there's a strong connection to do with writing in some way. For some of you, there needs to be journaling to help you heal. Maybe writing a letter that you don't necessarily have to send, but it could help you to heal by writing a letter about how this person really made you feel and really getting everything off your chest. Just to help release that energy. So yeah, there's the Bull. And there's the Devil. This is under the Devil card. And the 6 of Wands. So anger. There's been a lot of stubbornness in this connection. It may have been this other person was stubborn or trying to be controlling, or perhaps you were trying to force the connection in some way. But there's this sense of stubbornness, and it could literally just be stubbornness trying to hold on to the connection, but like I said, you're releasing that now. Moving forward, because as I look at this, I'm seeing the ship as well, and that reminds me of the Six of Swords card, which is about moving on after struggles, moving to a brighter future. And I do feel it is through releasing these bonds with this person. I feel like you do need to shield yourself from this person. But also, with the Moon card here, it's like what I was saying earlier about a fear of being totally vulnerable, a fear of true intimacy, being emotionally unavailable without even realizing it for some of you. And this is why you'd attracted this relationship and this person into your life. If there was any codependency going on and trying to force things, it could have pushed this other person away. But I feel like deep down, some of you, it's like you knew that that kind of behavior was going to push this person away. Almost like subconsciously you were testing them. Will they still be here for me when I push them away? That may be relevant for some of you. So the glasses. Glasses are about perspective. In the past, I feel like some of you had like rose-tinted glasses, and there was this form of escapism, maybe from feeling unhappy in your life. Maybe you had this escapism where you were always looking to the future, or you thinking about, oh, when I'm with this person, I'll be happy, and sort of daydreaming a bit too much. But you're going to have this change of perspective. You're going to put on like glasses that are going to help you see much more clearly. And this is what's helping you learn the lesson. This is what's helping you break free from that cycle. So yeah, this is like a wishing well. You're wishing for like a deep connection, because the well runs deep. It's about water as well. Water's emotions. But you need to go deep within your own soul, is what I'm feeling. Look inwards. Because down that well, it's going to be dark. So it's like deep inside, there's like this shadow aspect. The moon, you need to shine the light into your shadow areas. Really be honest with yourself. Maybe read books to help you raise your vibration, so that you can really heal from deep within, and then you become that higher vibration and it reflects back to you. When you become emotionally unavailable, that's who you will attract in return. So yeah, the satchel, this goes really well with the Fool card, the new direction. To me, this is like traveling, not literally, but like just movement. You're broadening your horizons. You're moving away, or you're traveling away from holding on so tightly to this specific person. The satchel is about you're taking your responsibilities with you. So that's like learning the lessons and taking that into the next experience. So I'm sorry that I forgot to draw the dice before, but thank you for joining me. Like I said, I am going to be looking really deeply in the extended Vimeo reading into how to heal this pattern in your life, how to raise your vibration, how to love yourself in order to attract the right person for you. So I hope to see you over in Vimeo. Thank you so much. Bye. So this is set of cards number 2, which is the blue stone. And this is the incidental tarot. Will you end up with this person? Will you be together in a relationship with the person that you're thinking of? So we have the 7 of Arrows in reverse, which is the 7 of Wands in reverse. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to have to move this back a bit because these cards are quite wide. The Ace of Swords. The 10 of Cups in reverse. And the World. So to clarify, we have the Star in reverse, the Builder, the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and the 7 of Cups. So there's intense energies here. I'm going to pull these clarifying dice out right now because for set of cards number 1, I totally forgot to use these dice until afterwards, so I had to record another little bit on the end. So clarifying dice. Feeling this one, the Crown. It's clarifying the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, please. We have the Face with the spiral eyes. What's clarifying the 8 of Pentacles in reverse? Feeling like I'm going to roll that. The Waves. It's clarifying the Ace of Swords, please. The Market Stall. What's clarifying the 10 of Cups in reverse, please? The Pill. What's clarifying the World, please? The Octopus. Okay. So there's intense energies within this reading. We start off with the 7 of Wands in reverse, with the Star in reverse and the Crown, or the Tiara. So 7 of Wands in reverse. To me, this is saying you've really tried to stand your ground in this connection. You've really tried to stay holding on, I feel, to this connection. There may have been people all around you saying you need to let this person go, or you deserve better than this person, but you've been like trying to defend this person. But as time goes on, it's feeling more and more of a struggle to defend this person, because I feel like you're becoming much more honest with yourself. You may have been seeing this person through rose-tinted glasses for a while, and you may have been like not listening to the red flags or the intuition that was coming up telling you that something isn't right with this person, or overall it's just a struggle. You've felt like it's a struggle and it's been hard to try and hang in there. The Star in reverse, it's saying that there's a lack of healing when it comes to what you feel needs to change in order for you to be with this person. This could be a sense of unrequited love, or where you feel like you're putting in so much more effort than this person's putting in return. It may be a case of you're giving and giving and giving, and this person's giving very little in return, or they're just taking whatever you're giving, but they're not reciprocating that equally. With the Crown, I feel like this person could be making you feel like $1 million in some kind of way. There may be this really strong magnetic attraction to this person, and it makes you feel really good on some kind of level, because I do feel like this person is very like attracted to you as well, like magnetically, sexually. But I feel like there's a lack of maturity in this other person in terms of committing. Like, they don't want to commit. I feel like this is kind of like a Peter Pan kind of character who doesn't want to settle down, doesn't want to be sensible right now. It could be that this person is quite young, doesn't necessarily mean that they are, but they make you feel amazing on a certain level, but then they make you feel really crap on another level, because they're just not committing. They're not taking this as seriously as you are. They're emotionally unavailable, but in all honesty, relationships are always a reflection of ourselves. And that's not just a cliche, that is true. And I'm saying this because I've also been through this when I was a lot younger as well. Where really, when we keep being attracted to emotionally unavailable people, it does show that really we're emotionally unavailable as well. Because subconsciously there's this fear of getting close. There's this fear of true emotional intimacy with someone, and someone being that close to us. And so on a deep subconscious level, we're very attracted to people who aren't going to be there for us, because then deep down it feels safer. Like they're always going to be at a distance. We can always kind of live out this relationship through daydreaming rather than it being a reality, or just living for the future all the time when it's not really manifesting or grounding in the present moment. So I feel that's what's been going on for many of you in the past. Some of you, you're becoming more aware that it's becoming more difficult for you to kid yourself, sort of thing, or defend this person, because they may have done certain things that are really, out of order, or you deserve so much better. And it's becoming harder and harder for you to live in denial, which is a good thing, because you're coming into truth. So there's this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Builder, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And this card here it's almost like this character's hypnotized. I do feel like you're hypnotized by this person. You're very attracted to them. And again, I do feel it's because on a certain level, they make you feel like you're really attractive, because I do feel like they have this strong sexual attraction to you, and they're still drawn to you, but I feel like they're in and out of your life. So it's like, it's an addictive thing. Like, you feel this intense high, and then these just equally intense lows, and it's like a high and a low and a high and a low, and it's become this addictive pattern, like you're wanting to feel the high again. 3 of Pentacles in reverse with the Builder, it's like you've been putting in so much effort to try and build this relationship, try and make it work. You've invested a lot of your time and energy in this, but with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you feel you're not being recognized for all the efforts that you're putting in. There's this lack of reciprocity. There's a lack of, or there's an imbalance of give and take. You're giving and giving and giving, and they're not giving equally in return. You may be trying to seek their approval. You may be trying to do all this stuff because you think the more I do, the more they're going to realize that I'm the one for them, that I'm so lovable. No one else is going to be able to love them like I do. No one else is going to be able to give them all these things that I give them. And you're kind of telling yourself that the more you give, the more they're going to realize that. But it's just feeling like the more you give, the more they're taking you for granted, the more they're sitting back, putting their feet up, sipping a margarita. And you're just like, why aren't they seeing it? But, you need to ask yourself, why are you really holding on to this person? Is it because you truly love them? Is it because you really see them as a good person? Like, really honestly, do you really see them as totally lovely and they're so good for you? Or, you need to be really honest with yourself and look deeper and be like, am I really just holding on to this person because they are representing that emotional unavailability that I experienced with my parents or something like that? Is this person a reflection of the childhood wounding that you experienced, that the wounded inner child is trying to resolve? Is that why you're looking to this person? Because they're emotionally unavailable too? Are you looking to them to be the one to turn around and commit to you? And then that's like your inner child trying to resolve that childhood wound through that. Like looking outside of yourself for validation, approval, love. Because it's never going to work that way. And I feel this is, for a lot of you, this is how you've been subconsciously giving away your personal power. A lot of you, I'm really feeling that you ended up feeling like humiliated, like your self-esteem is being eaten away. You may have been doing things where you look back and you feel embarrassed, like, why was I chasing this person so much? And you feel like you're putting up with things that you shouldn't. And it's just eating away at your self-esteem. You're feeling kind of like a doormat. And I'm not saying any of this to be out of order. I just feel like I really need to be honest. And some of you will really have the strength to be able to hear this and really take what I'm saying on board. And that's fine. And it's fine if others aren't at that stage. Everyone goes through it. And, we learn in our own time. When to stop this pattern, or if we keep it going, and then if we don't heal this with one person and we're still looking outside of ourselves for our sense of self-worth to see if we're lovable, then we often attract the same types of emotionally unavailable people time and time again, until we learn our worth is only dependent on how we see ourselves, how we treat ourselves. Knowing our own worth. If you're struggling with this, if you feel like you're a victim, or you feel like the universe is blocking you from receiving love, or you feel like the universe is punishing you, or you don't know why you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people or abusive people or unrequited love, then I have created a really powerful activation in the form of a meditation, and it's called I Believe, I Receive. And that's all about seeing how the universe or your soul family or whatever you want to call it has been trying to help you to reach your highest good. They have been trying to help you all along to reach and be able to have this loving, happy, committed relationship with someone, not with this person, but with someone who is worthy of your time and of your love and of your attention. Someone who's going to be a reflection of you when you're in that self-love vibration. So it may have felt as though the universe was conspiring against you and blocking you and punishing you because you always had these unhappy relationships. But in the activation, I really show you that whenever you've had these red flags come up that you were ignoring, or this sinking feeling in your gut or in your heart, your intuition, all of those times, that was your soul family or the universe trying to communicate to you on a higher intelligence, trying to warn you that this isn't for your highest good. This isn't going to help you have that self-love. This isn't going to bring you fulfillment. So that's the way the universe was always trying to show you how to kind of get out of your own way, sort of thing, and truly surrender and look inwards so that you can really heal yourself and love yourself, to be able to raise your vibration in that self-love and then manifest, attract someone who's a reflection of that. So in that activation, I really connect you with seeing yourself through the eyes of your soul family, because they always love you and they always wish you knew just how lovable you are and how worthy you are. So really help you to reprogram those negative thought patterns that may be keeping you stuck, feeling like you're attracting these bad situations, or stuck in low self-esteem that's subconsciously manifesting more of these bad situations. I really help you to see yourself through the eyes of love, which is how your soul family loves you. And that helps you to love and heal any past wounds to do with abandonment and rejection. And then you can truly raise your vibration. You can liberate yourself, see yourself in that loving perspective, know your worth, and then, you won't be attracting these bad relationships anymore. You will be on a whole new level where you attract the person who is truly right for you and truly worthy of you. So if you're interested in healing on a really deep level and ending this cycle of unhealthy relationships, then that activation meditation is called I Believe, I Receive. And that's only $11.11, which is US dollars. And it's available on my website, which is twinflamepsychic1111.com. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So again, to me, this is clarifying the previous Pentacles cards. This is about you working hard. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like all of those pentacles are like the same. So it's like you've subconsciously been doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, creating the same results in the reverse position, and those results haven't been what you've wanted. Queen of Pentacles, you've been the one that's been putting in all this work, putting in a lot of hard work, but it's just been the same results coming out. And the same results have created all these waves. This is like stormy seas. The water represents emotions, feeling emotionally all over the place. Perhaps you've attached your self-worth on this person's actions or lack of action. So that's how we subconsciously give away our power, because depending on what this other person does, which we have no control over, that's totally depends how we feel. We tie how we feel onto their actions. And again, it could be like just the emotional wounds, feeling emotionally all over the place, abandonment, rejection, all those childhood wounds that are trying to be resolved. And we believe that on some level we can only resolve these by looking outside of self, but it's needing to heal within, like I said. And I'm going to be looking even deeper on how to heal yourself, break this cycle, and raise your vibration to attract true love in the extended Vimeo reading as well. The link to that is going to be below this video in the description box. So we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, and then the market stall. So there's been some kind of sneaky behavior in this connection. This person wasn't being their true self. They may have been running away, like they were running away from being emotionally open and available as well. Like they have fears of intimacy. So they were trying to get away with things like getting away with taking whatever you were offering them without giving in return. But I feel this Ace of Swords, this is you cutting through this cycle, you speaking your truth, you cutting yourself loose from this situation. It can also be Seven of Swords in reverse, can also be a time where you weren't being honest with yourself. But you're coming into clarity, and that's what's going to create victory for you. So the market stall, this is about exchange. I feel like there was an unfair exchange, an imbalance, a give and take. Perhaps you're someone that's very honest and they were the opposite, and they've gone through their life feeling like they're not good enough, so they have to wear masks, they have to try and please people on the surface level, but they feel like they don't have much to offer. So it's kind of like the same core wounding. This person may be looking to you for validation, but I feel like they may likely be looking to other people for that validation as well. For some, it could be like they're not really committing to anyone, but they're having like these shallow relationships with lots of different people. It's kind of like the energy I'm feeling. Ten of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Emperor in reverse. So control issues. This is a masculine energy having control issues. They're trying to call the shots. They're trying to manipulate the situation so they can get what they want from it. But they're not really worried about your emotions and how you feel. So yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. And this pill, to me, it's like this connection has been like a drug to you. But the Ten of Cups in reverse to me is saying that the aspect that's been so addictive is like living kind of like a fantasy, or living a daydream version of this relationship. Maybe telling yourself like this relationship is this and that way, but really in reality it's totally different. And this has been a drug to you. It's been addictive. Again, I feel it's like a sense of escapism. And trying to feel that love, even if it's through kind of inventing it in our own minds. And again, I know that sounds really harsh, but I don't mean it in a harsh way. I'm just trying to be honest. The World, clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Octopus. When I see this octopus, obviously there's like 8 arms. Well, not really arms, but the word's gone out of my head. To me, this is like someone who's got, especially with the Seven of Cups as well, this is like options. To me, this is someone who's got different fingers in different pies, different feet in different doors. Someone who's always not really committing to one path or to one person. I feel like you're going to put an end to this cycle, the World, end of the relationship, end of the cycle, through realization, through healing, through learning. And you're going to come out of confusion as well. Because you may have been like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I still commit to this and put effort into this, or do I move forward? Yeah, like someone said in the comments, the octopus squirts ink when they feel threatened. That, you know, they try and blind you so you can't see. So this person, they may have tried to manipulate you. They might have tried to get away, like that Seven of Swords energy. They may have tried to get away, and, you know, squirting that ink is like creating a cloud of illusion. They may have been, you know, lying to you, or trying to paint a certain picture, or just create confusion in you so you don't have a leg to stand on, sort of thing. And again, that's like that Seven of Wands, where you're trying to stand your ground. They may have been trying to knock you off your feet, tricking you, confusing you so you didn't know what was going on, sort of thing. So like I said, I'm going to look much more deeply into how you can heal from this, how you can heal this cycle, put an end to this pattern if you've had patterns of attracting these same types of emotionally unavailable people. so you can really love yourself more, raise your vibration, and be ready to attract true love, like the love that you've always wanted, the love that the universe has always wanted for you as well. And that's why you've gone through these difficult situations, to learn from them, so you can be ready for when the right person comes along. So I hope to see you over in that Vimeo reading, and thank you for tuning in. I hope you've liked this reading as well. If you have, then please tap the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you subscribe, please tap the bell icon, and that will notify you when I release new readings. So hopefully see you over in Vimeo. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is set of cards number 3, which is the clear quartz crystal. I can't remember the name of this deck. Will you be together with this person that you're thinking of? Will you be in a relationship together? So we have the 4 of Wands. That's a good one to start off with. The 2 of Wands, and it shows the bird with the nests. The Knight of Cups, the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. To clarify, we have the 3 of Pentacles, the Empress, the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups in reverse, the World, and Strength. So I'm picking up really positive vibes for your reading, and I'm going to pull out some clarifiers from the divination dice. So we have the circus tent. What's clarifying the 2 of Wands, please? The sunrise. Clarifying the Knight of Cups, please. I don't even know what that is. Some of these dice, there's a few pictures where I don't know what it is. So I'll draw another one. Clarifying the Knight of Cups, please. We have the Trojan horse. It's interesting. Clarifying the 5 of Cups in reverse, please. We have the Monk. Clarifying the 10 of Cups, the Glasses, and finally clarifying the 6 of Wands, we have this face here. It doesn't look that happy, but I am feeling a lot of positive vibes, like I said, from this reading overall. So we start off with the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles with the circus tent. So immediately as I thought of this circus, I thought of like the tightrope. I thought about balancing, agility, putting in a lot of time and effort. But the 4 of Wands is really positive. This is often the marriage card. It's sometimes the 1111 card, if there's any twin flames watching this, because in the traditional tarot it shows 2 wands this side, 2 wands the other, like 1111, and the couple getting married in the middle. This is about healthy, happy, balanced relationship. There's a firm foundation that your relationship is being built upon. This is 2 people on the same page. And especially with this 3 of Pentacles as well. This is working together. This is recognizing each other. This is valuing each other, respecting each other. This is about give and take, giving and receiving. And it's going to be equal. This is a card about spirituality as well. In the traditional tarot, they're working together to build the cathedral. So the cathedral, represents spirituality, but building that building a place for spirituality in the physical. So grounding the spiritual aspect of your connection. So to me, this is a very deep soulmate connection. For some, it is twin flames. You're going to have a lot of fun times together as well. It is going to be like a balancing act. You're going to, what's the word? You're going to achieve like really things that other people would find difficult, you know, or the circus acts that they do. A lot of difficulty. You're going to create a lot of wonder for people. This could be a spiritual mission in terms of what you create together, especially with the building the cathedral, you know, grounding the spirituality and the physical. You're going to bring a lot of joy to people's lives. You're going to uplift them. But a very balanced connection. Things that other people struggle to achieve, you're going to be adept at. The Two of Wands and the Empress, and I also see this as the sunrise. I suppose it could be sunset, but I'm feeling it's sunrise. So again, twos are about partnership. I feel you're going to be working together, broadening your horizons. Some of you, there may be like a physical distance. You live in different countries or something, but you're going to come together. This is about nesting. This is, especially with the Empress as well. Empress is often depicted as being pregnant. And look, there's the bird here as well. There's the bird's nest with all the eggs in. There's the butterflies representing transformation and strength and spreading your wings. So Empress, when she's depicted as being pregnant, for some of you, this literally is going to say that you're going to have a family together. You're going to end up in this happy family situation. 3, it could be you and a child. Nurturing the relationship. Because the bird, you know, has got the worms. This is anticipation as well. Like you both anticipate this new beginning. Because this bird has like the worm, but the eggs aren't in there yet, or the birds aren't in there. But to me, just looking closely, especially with the butterfly wings as well, it's like the birds, they've flown the nest, and that means to me that you've both spread your wings. You've both, like the butterfly, you've come out of difficult times, you've come out of the cocoon, and now you've both spread your wings. And it's reminding me of another card as well. Bear with me a moment. It's from the True Love reading cards. I just got an image of it. And it's called the Soulmate card. If I can just find it. Here it is, soulmates. The two people that have the butterfly wings come out of the cocoon. This is the image I have for you. Brand new beginning, gone through struggles, both strengthened yourself. This is like nesting, family, happy relationships, a lot of creativity between you, a lot of new beginnings. We have the Knight of Cups with the Four of Pentacles and the Trojan horse. So I feel this Trojan horse is linked to the Four of Pentacles. Like, I know this is about like tricking people to get in. To me, it's saying that I really feel this person felt quite possessive of you. Like they're holding on really tightly to your connection. They see you as this treasure chest. There's all these jewels inside. They may have been like this Trojan horse. Like they didn't feel like they were good enough to begin with. So they were trying to wear masks. You know, the Knight of Cups, it's like the charmer, the romantic person. They may have tried to come across as more confident than what they were. I don't feel like this is someone who was deceiving you in a manipulative way. Despite this, I feel this is someone, well, for some of them, it could be that at some point they were involved with someone else and they felt like they had to stay with this other person. But the dreamer, they were dreaming of you. Two of wands, they may have been stuck in a situation, but they were looking out to broaden their horizons. They were thinking about you. They wanted to be with you, but they may have kept that from you in the past. That's for some of you, but for others, I feel it's just generally they were trying to appear more seductive and more successful or powerful than what they were, because they were trying to hold on to you. They feared that they weren't good enough as they are. It's a 4. They felt this lack of stability within themselves. So yeah, I feel this is the difficulties that went on in your connection, because there's a couple of cards here as well about difficulties. It's the 5 of Cups reversed and the 4 of Cups reversed. So yeah, there may have been a separation between you. This person may have been your ex-partner. There was either like a breakup between you, or it could be that this person was so afraid that that they would be rejected by you. So they were already kind of thinking the worst case scenarios before truly giving your relationship a chance. So for some, this is like things didn't get off the ground because someone had a lot of anxiety. They were wearing masks. They were trying to hold on to you. But you felt like they were tricking you. They weren't being honest about who they were. And you may have, had some trust issues with them because of that. This is in reverse though. It normally shows the person focusing on 3 cups that spilt over, the contents is lost, and they don't realise there's 2 cups standing upright behind them, which represents the 2 of Cups card, the happy relationship. In reverse, it's like this person's coming out of negative thinking, or if there was some kind of breakup between you, you're putting that behind you now, and you're coming back to the energy of the 2 of Cups, the happy, balanced relationship. The 4 of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person has regrets, like they feel like they missed out on an opportunity with you. Perhaps you were giving a lot to the connection, but they were taking you for granted. They weren't giving equally. Again, it's in reverse. So they're realising that, or they have realised that. The Monk is saying they've gone inwards. They've had like a spiritual awakening. They've had an epiphany. They're much more dedicated to putting effort into your connection, not taking it for granted. I feel like this was a case for some of you where it was they realised what they had once it was gone, once you were gone, sort of thing, and they had regrets. So now they're flying back into your life with this 10 of Mirrors, which is the 10 of Cups. This is the completion. This is the happy relationship. This, again, in the traditional tarot, often shows children in the card, so that may be significant. The happy relationship, the happy conclusion, especially with the World as well. The World is the concluding tarot card. It's the final card in the whole deck. It's about completion. It's like consummation of the relationship. So these 2 coming out as a combination is really powerful. Having the relationship, and to me this is saying you will end up together, even despite difficulties that have gone on. And it is because these glasses, seeing things from a different perspective, you put glasses on to see clearly. Having clarity, this person seeing you and your worth and what you truly mean to them, no longer taking you for granted. The 6 of Wands, this is victory. 6 is the number of love, so victory and love after struggles. and strength. Your connection is going to be much more stronger because you've strengthened yourselves through these lessons. Yeah, a strong, successful relationship, a strong, successful reconciliation. It is clarified by this. So, for some of you, it's like you need to look into yourself because relationships are a reflection of ourselves. And what I'm hearing from Spirit with this one is this person's going to finally be ready to be with you. And this may be like a bit daunting for you, because if one person is emotionally unavailable, then the other person has been as well. So this is saying that you need to make sure you're actually ready for them to return and be with you. It may have felt like you were waiting for this person for a long time. It may have felt as though you were always available and really wanting to be with them, which you are. You do want that, is what I'm feeling. But I do feel like it may be a bit overwhelming for you to be that close to someone and have this like remarkable change in the connection. So it may be a little bit daunting for you to begin with. So I'm going to look much more deeply into this connection, what's going to happen, how you can heal, how you can be ready for this in an extended Vimeo reading. And the link to that is below this reading in the description box. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you and you've liked it. And if you have, then please tap the thumbs up and share the video and subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And I really hope to see you over on Vimeo. Thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 4, which is the cerise pink crystal. And this is the Gilded Tarot. Will you be together with this person that you're thinking of? So we have the Ten of Cups. That's an amazing card to start with. The Tower, Death in reverse, the Six of Swords, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. So to clarify, we have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the World in reverse, the Three of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So there's a lot of really positive cards here. There's some really difficult cards as well. But overall, I am feeling a positive vibe for this reading. And I'm going to put out some clarifying dice as well. So what's clarifying the Ten of Cups? We have the Hay Wagon. What's clarifying this Tower and the Nine of Swords, please? The Ladder. What's clarifying Death in reverse and the World in reverse, please? We have like the Cyclops. What's clarifying the Six of Swords, please? The Waves. Sorry about that, just got interrupted. What's clarifying the Chariot and the Two of Cups, please? That's the one, I don't know what that picture is. So I'll draw a different one. What's clarifying this Chariot, please? The little pouch. That's what the guy in the Fool card is carrying. And what's clarifying is Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups, please. The little gnome or the dwarf. Okay. So, will you be together with this person that you're thinking of. So we start off with the Ten of Cups, clarified by the Four of Wands. So these are both happy relationship cards. For some of you, this will be your soulmate or your twin flame, because this is the 11 card, the divine marriage card. The Ten of Cups normally depicts children. There's a child in the Four of Wands as well. Marriage, celebrations, happiness. This is number 4. So it's firm foundations within your relationship. And tens, it's like the ending of a cycle. So I am seeing some difficult cards as well. So the completion of difficulties and coming together. I really do feel like you will be with this person, because the final cards are the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups as well. Six of Cups, reconciliation. Ace, the new beginning in love. And this was clarified by the hay wagon. So to me, this is like almost like the harvest, like you work hard together. It's reminded me of the Knight of Pentacles as well. Sowing the seeds, ploughing the fields, the harvest, the firm foundations, doing things right. This isn't rushing into things. This is things happening in a thorough kind of way. And yeah, I just feel this healing, harmonious energy is going to come into your relationship, being on the same page, communicating well, and all things like that. So there was some difficulties within this connection for some of you. The Tower and the Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, thinking the worst case scenario. Some triggering happened. Maybe some of you, this is an ex-partner that you're thinking of, and there was a breakdown of your connection. But this Tower is always a blessing in disguise. It's breaking down things that aren't serving you, so you can rebuild again with a much more solid foundation that's for your highest good. So if there were any sort of blocks within both of you, like emotional wounds or negative kind of tendencies that weren't working well within your relationship, then those initially created some kind of breakdown between you. But then I feel there's been a lot of introspection, a lot of going inwards, worrying about like losing each other for good sort of thing. And that's made you both think a lot, like looking at yourselves, seeing how you can do things differently, how you can work towards a healthy compromise, how you can come back together in a more stable way where it's a win-win situation. And yeah, this ladder here, to me, it's just talking about ascension. Maybe it felt like you went down the ladder, like your relationship fell down. But now, like overall, it was for this ascension. So you could rise up, you could learn from the situation, learn what each other's needs are basically, learn what was working and what wasn't. So you can clear out the things with the Death card. It's about transformation, in order to make more room for more harmony to come in. These are both in reverse though, so there may have been some stubbornness in one of you or the other, or there needed to be some major change or transition, or one or both of you maybe needed to release certain things from your life, whether it's certain attitudes or certain physical things or people that weren't serving you, healing wounds, but there was this resistance in doing that, or perhaps not knowing how to do that exactly. And so it was this resistance that was creating a lot of triggering. But the world in reverse, it's saying for some there's still this same cycle going on. There is a transformation, but it's slower if someone's being resistant or stubborn. The world is like coming to completion of that cycle. But the other meaning for the world in reverse for a lot of you is unfinished business. This relationship isn't completed. I do feel like you are supposed to be together. It's not the end. It's not over fully. So yeah, this I can't remember the name. I just said it when I pulled it out. Cyclops. Yeah, so this is like the enemy basically. I'm just seeing like the one eye. This was like you weren't seeing things through the other person's eye. There was just one perspective. There weren't two perspectives from like two eyes working together. There was just one perspective, and this may have been one of you being stubborn. It could have been some kind of control issues, like a fear of being manipulated or something, or one of you having trust issues, or a fear of being taken for granted. Basically, a fear that some kind of heartbreak from the past, a past relationship, repeating itself in this relationship. So it may be like one or both of you was trying to be like, I'm not going to let that happen. So it may have just been like resistance and just fears like clouding your judgment, so you weren't communicating effectively or something like that. But then we do have the Six of Swords, which is moving away from troubled times into more harmony, moving out of that cycle. And what are you moving towards? The Three of Cups, celebration, reunion, coming together, happiness, feeling uplifted, feeling understood, feeling heard, feeling just deep fulfillment with this person. Whatever issues have happened, you're moving away. Because look, this is the stormy waters. And in the traditional tarot, it shows the boat is in the stormy or the choppy waters and it's moving to the calmer waters. So emotionally, you're both going to be much more balanced. And it is because you're going to be working more harmoniously together and spending happy quality time together. And look, there's another card here of movement, the Chariot. Moving, there may be slow movement initially, but then moving much more quickly into the Two of Cups. This is the happy partnership. Seeing eye to eye. Look, they've got this light and it's moving through both of their minds. It's like a telepathy. It's like just on the same wavelength, seeing things from the same perspective, or if you have different perspectives, they're much more complementary rather than being in conflict with each other. The Chariot is about balance as well. The only way the Chariot can move forward is if they both work together and going in the same direction, and that's what's going to be happening for you in this connection. And like I said, this reminds me of the Fool card in the tarot, which is taking a leap of faith. It's a brand new beginning. It is the ending of the old cycle, because the World is the final card in the deck. It's the ending of going in circles, and yeah, moving forward, a brand new beginning, going on an adventure, going on a journey together. And it's towards this new beginning in love. Look, there's these moons, the cycles. You went through many cycles. You may have got stuck in certain cycles, but now you're both seeing clearly. This is the opening of the intuition, being open and vulnerable with each other. And that's what leads to this reconciliation, the Six of Cups. The healing of the inner children, like there may have been wounds from your childhood that were coming up in the past in this connection. But there's much more harmony, peace, joyfulness, playfulness, abundance coming in. This is children as well. So for some of you, it could literally mean that you're going to have children. Yeah, when I see this character, it's like the dwarf that's goes into the mine. He's got the lantern, he's got the pickaxe, so that's like going into the shadow side of yourselves, doing the healing work, digging deep, trying to uncover the jewels or the crystals, the jewels of wisdom that you can excavate by going inwards, basically shining the light. This is like the Hermit card as well, with the lantern, shining light on the shadow areas, understanding yourselves better, understanding your wounds better, understanding each other's needs better, and therefore being able to come into much more harmonious compromise and just deeper understanding, deeper emotional intimacy and connection. So I'm going to look much more deeply into what's going to happen within your connection in an extended Vimeo reading. The link to that is below this reading in the description box. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you, and if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please tap the bell icon, and that will notify you every time I release a reading on this channel and also on my other channel, Twin Flame Psychic 1111. So I really hope to see you over in Vimeo. Thank you so much. Take care.